Good people, what is up? What is they went from the fourth level of hell and sent us down to the seventh level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. What?
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting, wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these pants on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you gonna run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Woo, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was going to start. I thought Lil Durk was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Durk was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Uncle Clifford, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. Well, he had on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequence. He had on way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Iyanla Vanzant's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup, clumped in everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. Like, you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. And Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see Cassie. Hit me up in my DMs. I do want to see if you have a blue thong or a blue, jock strap or something like that. I'd love to see it too. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
Well, hello. What up? What is going on? How the hell are y'all doing? Listen, I would say I'm refreshed and rejuvenated because I did have a relaxing vacation. However, seeing as how, because of delays, I didn't get home till like 3:15 in the morning, somewhere around 3 o'clock, and had to be up for work at 9 o'clock. I didn't get as much rest, but I said I was not gonna miss the opportunity to be here for y'all. So we are here. Did y'all miss me? Put a Shondo in the chat if you missed me as much as I missed you. I did miss y'all. Now, there were a couple times during the trip I was tempted, like really to click the link. I only clicked the link one time because there was a pressing story that I really needed to get out. But I was going to do like Really B because Really B was going live. And I was like, nope, this is your vacation. Stay your ass off alive. Get some good rest. And that's what I did. And we are back. So, we went to Turks and Caicos. Had a great time. Listen, let me go through that and then I'm gonna say hey to y'all. Turks and Caicos was great. Maybe me, Really B, and Abby, maybe we'll go live at some point and we'll talk about it. But we had a great, relaxing vacation. There was the beach, There was the pool. There was excessive amounts of seafood for me, specifically in the form of conch. They met my aunt and my uncle while they were there. We just had a great people. We weren't the only ones there. The great feel, great vibes, and everything. Just a phenomenal vacation. Um, Turks and Caicos is a little expensive, but you know, when you're gainfully employed like those of us are, it ain't no problem. But I had a great time. So let me say hey to y'all. So I just wanted to say that. Um, Hey, Mamiana, I'm glad to be back. Hey, Diamond Pearl Jim, what's going on? My love, how are you? I see my hall monitors are here. Volvo, hey, Cookie. Cassandra, how are you, my love? Cross Country Cruiser, how you doing? Hey, Tanya, boo. Tanya, this past week on vacation, I felt like I was having one of your weekends. If y'all don't know, Tanya has the best weekends on the planet. Please be clear. Okay. Catherine Powell, how are you, boo? How you doing, my love? Tracy C is in the building. One of our head hall monitors are here. Patty Duke, I haven't seen you in a little minute, Patty Duke, and you know I get excited when I see you. Patty Duke is one of my Patty Duke, kind of like Monk Chip, and some of those some others are one of my first subscribers, and one of my oldest subscribers over here was here when we was having 5 people in the chat in Silly Saturday. So I'm always glad to see Patty Duke. It is always good to see you, my love. Hey, L Sid, I saw you. I subscribe to your channel. I saw your that you're putting videos up, so I just want you to know I have been watching. Jason, what's good, bro? Oh yes, Jesus Christ, superstar. Montrez, what's good, bro? What is up, Montrez? Let's see who else in here. Oh, yes. Shout out to Cross Country Cruiser who gifted some memberships. Let me go over here and see who got memberships gifted to them. Thank you so much, Cross Country Cruiser. Oh my God. You didn't have to do it, but you did. And we are so grateful. Let me look here. She gifted memberships to Catherine Powell. Some of these people I already thought had memberships. L. Sid, Volvo, Yana, Jason, all of you all got memberships. See me in my DMs for access to the or re-access for those people who didn't have it to the members only chat. See me for that. But shout out to Catherine Powell to for gifting memberships to the member only chat. So apparently I have a new name that one of the people on the trip have called me. I'm now LT Gray instead of L Teddy. I am LT Gray now, according to one of the people on the trip. So that was a lot of fun. So that's apparently the new nickname. I'm not gonna even put this on Instagram. I'm just share it on the community wall and let the people know we here. If they don't know by now we here, oh well. Hold on. Let me put this on the community wall. Yeah, so that's the new name. So you'll hear Really B and Abby calling me LT Gray because one of the members, one of the people who were on the trip with us monikered that name. Opal, how are you? We miss you. Hope you have fun. I did have fun. I did. Hey Harold, Harold. Hey. What is going on? What you say? Let's run it, Harold. Let's run it, Harold. Let's do it. Harold said, let's run it. Let's run it. Was on his back or someone's son's back. Oh, well, I'm not gonna say we didn't have a rendezvous or two while I was in Turks and Caicos. We did, absolutely did. Catherine Powell, make sure you send me a DM so that you can be added to the members only chat. Brace yourself. It's not for the faint of heart. I did have a rendezvous or two. See who else over here. Ravine, what's going on, boo? How you doing? Marla Morris, how are you? Can you copy someone's homework? Listen, y'all had a whole project that was due. Y'all had a whole project due today when I get back. LT grade, that sounds like a classy tree. Child. A run on her through in Turk's child. We have been so good in the chat. What was y'all doing while I was gone? What were you doing at 5 o'clock while I was gone? Huh? What was y'all doing? Hey, itty bitty 23. Who was occupying y'all time while I was gone? Skipping y'all know I left y'all a substitute. So who was the substitute teacher while I was gone? What up? Why is my extra y'all hold on for a moment. That's why I ain't ready. My whole extra monitor is not even ready. Hold on, y'all. The hell? What is going on? What's going on? I swear this extra monitor, I just don't be understanding what she be going through. Lord. Oh, okay, there you go. I don't know what you be going through. Lord. Swear this extra monitor be giving me grief. All right, is y'all ready? Let's put a 27 in the chat if y'all is ready. Let's get down with the get downs, get down with the get down with the get downs. Jason, I am so green. I didn't know that. Wait, what didn't you know? We was learning to behave. You know what? Ciao. Anyway. All right, let's get down with the get downs. It's time to get this party started. Let's do the drive at 5 like only we can. You know, we've gotten accustomed to the drive at 5, and so y'all look for the day's top stories and news. And so we're gonna do what we do. Let's get down. We're starting off over in the great state of Texas today. And we're starting off with Hurricane Beryl. I know we have several subscribers and pupils over here that live in or around the Houston area or in areas that are being affected by Hurricane Beryl. And well, it's Tropical Storm Beryl now, but it did make landfall as a Category 1 hurricane early this morning, and then it weakened to a tropical storm. There were at least 2 people killed here in these yet to be United States from Hurricane Beryl. More than 2 million homes and businesses in the Houston area are without electricity as we speak. Since Governor Hot Wheels thought it not robbery enough to leave the country while his state is going through a fucking natural disaster, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick is in charge while he's out, and they have declared a state of emergency. I know there's well over 100 counties between Texas and I believe Oklahoma or Louisiana. I think it's Texas and Louisiana that will that have declared a state of emergency. So there have been some that have reported flood damage. We know that Houston is a very, very, very flood prone area. So we're just monitoring the situation. If you have family and or friends in that area, hey Tamel, if you have family and or friends in the greater Houston area, please reach out to them, check on them. and make sure that they're doing okay. I have checked on those people who I know in the Houston area, and they've all checked in and said they're okay. And not just the Houston area, but look at the cone and see where it's going, so you can check on those individuals as well. Make sure that they're ready for when the hurricane comes, because they may be without power. So yeah. I mean, the good thing is, what is it? It's July. Somewhere around April or so, there'll probably be some babies that'll be popping up, because I'm telling you, as someone that grew up in hurricane country, Florida, 9 months after any hurricane, there's a whole a bunch of babies that are born that month. So that's around April. You'll see a bunch of babies in the area, because you ain't got no power. You need something to do. So listen, need to go ahead and make it happen. Hey, China White. Ain't no power, ain't no internet, ain't nothing to do. What you do, you fuck. I'm just saying. But the bad part is, when you don't have power, it's the dead of the summer. It's fucking Houston. When that hurricane pass and that sun come back out blazing, baby, it's gonna feel like Satan's nutsack out there. It's gonna be over 100 degrees, and you ain't gonna have no AC and no power. Oh yeah, people gonna want to. Yeah, they're gonna want to get out of Dodge. I'm just saying. My mom's birthday is July 26th, and mine is April 26th. See? Mm-hmm. So just check on them. If there's anybody in the chat that is in the Houston area, give us an update on how everything, how you're doing, how everything's going over there. Hey, Pinky Tiki, just want to make sure that we check on everybody and everybody's doing good over there in Houston. So we'll be praying for them and everybody's safety over there, especially in the aftermath. The one thing about hurricanes is people are often concerned about what happens during the hurricanes, neglecting that a lot of deaths happen after the hurricane. There are a lot of power lines that are down. There are a lot of there's a lot of debris, and there are a lot of things that a lot of cleanup that has to happen. People are using heavy machinery and different things that oftentimes can cause a loss of life. So let's just not be worried about during the hurricane or surviving the hurricane, but even the aftermath can cause some injuries and or deaths. So please watch out for power lines, down power lines, and trees and stuff like that. Puddles that look like they're not as deep as they are, or puddles that look like they're safe and they may have an active power line in them. So just be just be mindful of all of that. So that is that. Where are we at? Where are we at? Right, Slip and Falls 2L said, I have to check on my peoples down there. Thanks for reminding me. Yes, please go check on your people. You had a whole Super Bowl, baby, so you can't judge. You know what? But yeah, please monitor your people in that area if you have family, friends, and their loved ones. And I know we have people in that area that are normally in the chat with us that may be that may have hunkered down for the hurricane. We'll keep you monitor. We'll keep the situation monitored for you. You know what? Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, non-binary gender conforming members of our audience, it's time for your Sugar Spike segment.
You see, this is the part that I like.
Major Sugar Spike.
So love the world. I want to fight. That he gave his only begotten son.
Major Sugar Spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major Sugar Spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
Jesus. I saw this man's picture and said, yep, we're in a Sugar Spike segment, so might as well go ahead and get the party started. So while I was out, this story broke about boxer Ryan Garcia. Now that's who you see there, boxer Ryan Garcia. Now, he has come under fire, has had a lot of punitive not damages, but a lot of consequences and repercussions because it's been found that he is racist. He's racist. He's racist. I mean, we can literally stop right there. The man is racist. Now, there was some live streams where he used racial slurs against black people and disparaged Muslim people. Mind you, Ryan Garcia is Latinx. Okay. Um I told y'all there are many Latinx or Hispanic people that are just as racist, if not more racist, than white people. Some of the comments that he made was, I stand on the fact that a black man can be racist. In the hood, everyone has said the N-word. End of quote. He used the N-word. I should put that out there. And many other disparaging comments that was caught on a live stream. Let me read this to you, and it'll give you some insight on what's happening. Ryan Garcia apologized in a series of social media posts on Friday after he used racial slurs against black people and disparaged Muslims in live streamed comments. The 25-year-old Garcia, who was expelled by the World Boxing Council on Thursday over his remarks, also announced on social media platform X that he was going to rehab. Quote, I take all responsibility for my words. And it's been a tough couple of months, as everyone can tell, but I am sorry. End of quote. And that's what he said in his post. In another post, he then added, quote, I struggle with substance abuse and it's hard for me with everything going on. End of quote. Last month, Garcia was suspended for a year by the New York State Athletic Commission, which also ruled that his April 20th victory over Devin Haney would be considered a no contest after he tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs. After his apology, Garcia posted several more times amongst apologizing for remarks he had made in the past. Garcia also complained that other fighters had made racist statements without being disciplined by the World Boxing Council. Sir, this sounds like deflection to me. That's what the fuck this is. This is deflection. Your ass made these comments. You did it. All of this, I suffer from substance abuse. All of this, I need to go to rehab. All of this, oh, they didn't do this to a whole bunch of other people that made, racist comments. Bro, girl, you are who you are. Don't try to put this off on, it's not, it's the deflection. That's what this is. True and utter deflection. Okay, that is what this is. That's it. That is it. This is deflection. Because you talking about, oh, well, other people have made racist remarks and they didn't do anything to them. Really? Really? Oh, well, I have substance abuse issues. And no, sir, you and your substance abuse issues are not going to explain away the fact that you're a racist piece of shit. The fact that you think black people, you think Muslim people or people of Middle Eastern descent are lesser than you because you're white presenting or you think that you're white adjacent. I guess you feel like you can don your own mantle of white privilege and breastplate of white supremacy. You don't have one because I promise you, sir, you were born in California. So, for all intents and purposes, as far as they're concerned, you are Mexican. Now, I don't know the man's nationality. I don't know where his parents, what his parents' nationality are, whether they are truly Mexican or they may be of some other Latino country descent. I don't know, but the fact that you live in California and your last name is Garcia, you Mexican as far as they're concerned. And as far as they're concerned, you ain't shit. You are just as bottom of the barrel as black people and Middle Eastern people are. Newsflash, sir. They will tackle your ass to the ground and shoot you to death just like they do us. You roll your ass over there to certain parts of the country and they will pull you over and ask for your papers, wanting to know whether or not you're an illegal immigrant or not. Let's not try to mix words and act like you're better than us. Hey, little baby, I ain't even see you sneak up in here. What's going on, boo? Hey, Eat Starkey. Cajun, what's good, boo? Child, we don't care. Now, if you going over there on break, hopefully they help you regulate your sugar levels because maybe that's the reason that's the going excuse for why people are racist and make these comments. So maybe they can help you regulate your sugar levels. Hey, Sharice, Sharice is over there in California. She can tell you your last name is Garcia. To them, your ass is Mexican. I don't care what your nationality is. Now, I think he is Mexican. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he is Mexican. However, even if you're not, that means they think you are and they don't give a shit about you. You're no better than the blacks or the Muslims or anybody else. Girl, these people, they really think that they're better than us. Mind you, Mr. Garcia, had it not been for these same black people who you don't like or don't see it for, or who you're being racist against, you wouldn't have any of the privileges that you have right now. Because please be clear, all of these other minorities that sit on their high horse looking down at black people, and sometimes it's even other black people that bring their ass over here from other countries, either in the Caribbean or from Africa and things like that, and they look down at black Americans like we're less than. Please be clear, y'all asses would not have any rights or privileges in these yet to be United States of America if not for us black people fighting and getting killed and maimed in order to get you those fucking rights. This shit just be blowing my mind how they just have this whole, elitist attitude when they look at black people. Girl, you got a lot of fucking nerve. Let me drink some more of this Red Bull, regulate my sugar levels. Let me move on before I spike out. I got enough sugar spiky stories. Hey, Lamone, what's going on? I ain't even got no snack today. Jason, I need to go I got some gummy bears somewhere over there, but I almost spiked out just there. Well, if there was this story probably gonna spike me the fuck out. Here we go. Hey, Monk Chip, boo. Here we go. Y'all just gonna make me spike out. Like these people really have this, it be other minorities that have this elitist attitude, and they look down on us black people as if we're the scum of the earth, as if we're beneath them, as if we're lesser than, as if they can, have their own privilege above us. Mind you, you're only able to say what you're saying. You're only able to move the way you move because of us and because of the rights that we secured for you when we were dying, when we were getting raped and maimed and killed. Let me stop. Let me move on. Let's go to our next story that will send me into another fucking sugar spike. That is not Simone Sanders. Lord. In our next sugar spiky story, we have to talk about Philadelphia radio host. Her name is Andrea Lawful Sanders. Let me read this to you. Andrea Lawful Sanders, a prominent radio host on WURD 96.1 FM, 900 AM in Philadelphia, has parted ways with this radio station following revelations that she used questions provided by President Biden's campaign team during an interview. The controversy arose after Andrea Lawful Sanders disclosed on CNN that she received a set of 8 questions from Joe Biden's team, 4 of which she approved for the post-debate interview. Soon after, Sarah M. Lomax, the president and CEO of WURD Radio, emphasized the station's commitment to audience trust in a statement on Sunday, July 7th. Quote, as Pennsylvania's only independent Black-owned talk radio station, WURD Radio has cultivated that trust with our audience over our 20-year history. This is something we take very seriously. Agreeing to a predetermined set of questions jeopardizes that trust, and is not a practice that WURD Radio engages in or endorses as a matter of practice or official policy. End of quote. Andrea Lawful Sanders subsequently announced her departure from the station in an Instagram video stating, quote, effective immediately, I am no longer an on-air host at WURD. I turned in my resignation yesterday, and it was accepted. Life is moving, things are shifting and changing. End of quote. In her statement, she also said, quote, I arrived at WURD with one intention, serve the greater Philadelphia region truthfully, transparently, and most importantly, with love. End of quote. Now, she went on to explain how the interview questions were arranged. She said, quote, it has been a standard practice to book my interviews and develop questions for my guests without knowledge, consultation, or collaboration from station management. Upon accepting the invitation, I began working with Biden's team regarding suggested topics to be discussed. I was clear with the White House communications team about the topics most important to our listeners, rejecting any that did not address them. They respected my notes, question edits, and license to change, add, or ignore their suggested comments. I cannot stress enough that this is not uncommon for high-profile people to submit suggested questions. Joe Biden's team also described the practice of providing suggested questions as common, clarifying that hosts are always free to ask questions they believe are best for their audience. The Biden team said, quote, we do not condition interviews on acceptance of these questions, and hosts are always free to ask the questions they think will best inform their listeners, end of quote. Now, here's that's the backstory. Here's the real story. She asked him questions. And one of the questions she asked him, about the debate. He went on to say, all of the things that he had been doing in his during his career or during his, tenure as president. One of his answers did not go well for him because in one of his answers to her, he says, I am the first black female president and the first black female, the first black female vice president. Now, cognitive issues going on there. He probably meant to say, I, have the first black, but he said, I am the first black. And so there was more evidence of the cognitive decline or, different things like that, which from sources are saying the Biden team didn't like because they cleared these questions with her. She got to clear through them. Every radio station always knows that when you interview somebody, they tell you, hey, these are the questions that we're willing to answer. These are the questions that we're not willing to answer. So that bullshit that the CEO is putting out, that ain't true. It's not this black woman's fault, Cajun. What happened was because Biden flubbed the questions, because in his answering of this woman's questions, mind you, he had all of the questions before his ass went on the fucking radio station and still flubbed and fumbled through the questions. And then because it didn't go well for him, somebody got the bear the brunt of this because Biden is in the whole ass, Biden is, his campaign is a dumpster fire right now, a whole ass fucking dumpster fire. So anytime he looks like he, has some issues cognitively, they're trying to whitewash that. Now, you go on this black radio station in fucking Philadelphia, and now you gonna make this black radio host the fall person. I wasn't gonna say fall guy, but she's not a guy. But you're gonna make her the scapegoat because he fumbled the ball, because he flubbed through the questions, and now this woman has to have her career ended, and she didn't do anything wrong. She didn't do anything wrong, but somebody, because they're trying to they're trying to make it like she was asking him too tough a question and make it seem as if, oh, this was too hard pressed. You knew what the questions were before they were asked. You had a chance to practice them, and your ass still fucked up. And for the station, for you to talk about how much you're here for the black community, and you find this woman, from what I understand, she's very popular in that area. And on that radio, radio station, she's very popular on the radio station. But y'all to ceremoniously get to the point where y'all have to have this woman resign, and the woman ain't did nothing wrong, y'all ain't shit. I'ma say it. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit. And since we're here, let's do it. Since we're here, if you look at the title, it said Joe Biden or our democracy. What the fuck do you people want? Let's go down this road. Come on. Let's do it. We're here. We're here now. Let's have a seat. Y'all have a seat. Have a seat. Have a sit down. Because we're going to do this. We're going to do this now. Those people who know me know this is how the bread gets buttered over here. Let's break this down right now. Because I've been watching you people. There are people on the left. There are a lot of even YouTubers I've seen. YouTubers who I watch and who I see it for. But a lot of them are on this whole, for all of y'all that said Joe Biden need to pull out of the election, y'all must want Donald Trump to win. Some of these people, I'm going to be honest with y'all, have become just as cultish as the fucking MAGA people. And I'm going to say that unequivocally because you got people out here windmilling for someone who we are literally watching decline. Now, I'm not telling people to go out there and vote for Trump by any stretch of the imagination. But if there are those of us on this side saying, hey, we got enough time to put somebody the fuck else in there to get us you know, because he's not going to beat Trump at this. We have to be realistic, okay? Let's just sit down and talk about this. Let's be fucking realistic. Everything he's doing right now is not helping. He was already down in the fucking polls before the fucking debate. And people are going to say, the polls don't mean anything. The polls don't mean anything. They always don't mean anything when they're not in your favor. But when they are in your favor, the polls are everything. Because 4 years ago this time, you were ahead of Trump. This time, you're beneath Trump. You're behind him. The other part about it is, people have this I can't even think of the word that I'm skewed view of what's happening. They're only looking at November. This man has to govern for 4 more years. I don't even know if he can govern for 4 more fucking months. And you're telling me that he's going to be, a year from now, where is he going to be physically and cognitively? Because y'all are only thinking about November. We have to think about, we have to have a country to run after November. Even if by some miracle he pulls out a victory, if by some sheer chance of miracle he pulls out a victory, which he will not at this point. But if by some chance he does, you expect him to be able to functionally run what you all say is the most powerful country in the world? Y'all are dreaming. What the fuck is going on with this goddamn? Hold on, y'all. I'm not ready for that yet. Y'all expect him to be able to run the country? I want y'all to think about this, okay? Think about every single president of these yet to be United States of America says the same thing. They say the position ages you. They say the position is backbreaking and it ages you. Think about Barack Hussein Obama. When he got into the presidency, young, spry, virile, ready to go up and at him. Remember how over the course of that presidency, he aged before our eyes, went gray. Not that he wasn't going to go gray, but the point that I'm making is it is difficult for someone 30 years his junior. And y'all are expecting this man who is knocking at fucking death's door. Let's be clear. When we have grandparents that get in their 80s, what do we start to do? Well, let's make arrangements for mom and dad. Let's make sure we have them maybe in a living assistance facility. Y'all expecting this man to be out here fucking running the most important country in the fucking world? You people are fucking dreaming. What are y'all thinking about? Because even if you tell me the goal is to get Donald Trump out, he is not the answer. We see that. People are not going to vote for him. I'm just telling you what's happening. And the people don't want to fucking get a grip. And they think that we're trying to... I think people are believing that the people calling for Joseph Robinette to bow out gracefully are the ones that are moving the needle in terms of the polls. The man was behind him before the fucking poll. I mean, before the debate. Now, Elsie, I see what you're saying, because that's the argument. Well, Mitch McConnell was having issues and nobody asked Mr. McConnell to step down. Mitch McConnell is the one that you want to. That's the bar here, the litmus test. Because even Mitch McConnell is about to sit his ass the fuck down because he said, yeah, bro, yeah. Even he said, yeah, I won't be after this, I won't be seeking to be the leader anymore. And here's the other part. People age differently. I saw Maxine Waters, I think she was at Essence saying, well, I'm older than Joe Biden and I'm still good. That's Their people are differently. Some people, when they get to a certain age, their body say, hey, bro, you done did a good job. Great, that's it. And I promise you, Maxine Waters, your job as a member of Congress is exponentially not as difficult as the job of the goddamn president of these yet to be United States of America. And bodies are different. Here's a news flash. Now here's some, because see, I want to lay the case out for y'all, because some of these people have gotten to the point where now they are just as cultish as the MAGA people. Here was a argument that happened in the press room today. You want to know what the argument was in the press room between Corinne Jean-Pierre and one of the members of the press corps? Let me read this to you, because these are for you people that are stuck on stupid in my brain. Reporters grilled Press Secretary Corinne Jean-Pierre during a press briefing over reports that indicated visitor logs showed a neurologist specializing in Parkinson's disease was at the White House 8 times over an 8-month period, including for a meeting with presidential physician Dr. Kevin O'Connor. They also took issue with Corinne Jean-Pierre's evolving explanation around whether Biden met with the doctor before and after his debate on June 27th, when the president frequently struggled to complete his thoughts and looked on with his mouth agape as former President Trump spoke. Aides at the time blamed Biden's raspy voice on a cold. They're going to explain the way. But in her response, because that dominated the press briefing today, okay? The press briefing was dominated by questions, questions sparked by the report on this Parkinson's doctor's visit and whether it involved consultations with or about the president. People are concerned. And y'all dancing around, coming up with good spin and Now, she was adamant about not naming the specialist, even though his name was on a public log of visitors to the White House, citing privacy and security reasons. But his name is on a public log. His name is Dr. Kevin Kennard. I'm just saying. Now, Hakeem Jeffries and the Democratic caucus of the House is meeting tomorrow. Hakeem Jeffries has been silent. Hakeem Jeffries has been silent. Joseph Robinette basically has said God himself gonna have to stop him, because he came out today on Joe Scarborough saying, oh, all you bitches that got some shit to say, well, we have a convention coming. Run against me. Run against me. And then when he had that interview with George Stephanopoulos, which I watched, and George Stephanopoulos says, well, what happens if you don't win? Well, as long as I gave it my best and I tried. Bitch, what? We're facing existential threats to our fucking democracy, to the rights of millions and millions of America, and you treating it like it's a kindergarten a kindergarten coloring project where, as long as I gave it my best and I tried, that's all I need. Sir, he even started to mirror some of the statements of Trump saying, basically saying only I can defeat Trump. I'm the only one that can win this race. That is when you start to smell the sauce and you get delusional. Because when you start to think that you're the only one that can do that, you, Joseph Robinette, who is fucking supposed to be in somebody's shady pines, you're not the only one that can do this. And I need for my people on the left to get their minds around. We have enough time. There's enough energy. There's enough things that we can go on that can help us with this, but you got to let it go. This thing, if we stay the course like it is, if we keep it like it is, this is not going to be pretty. He's going to lose worse than Hillary Clinton lost. He's going to lose worse than Hillary Clinton lost. There's enough time. The DNC is next month. There's enough time for them to come up with a game plan. There's enough time for them to do what they need to do. And then we have all fall where we can put this together and try to have a credible run. It is not too late. Delegates have been pledged, but delegates have not officially been cast. And delegates don't officially, which is why he said, oh, if you got so much to say, run against me in August, because delegates have only been pledged and not cast. Let's be clear. Let's be brutally honest. Okay? How did we get here with Joseph Robinette, who was a geriatric 4 years ago? We got here with Joseph Robinette because we had someone who was a demagogue and some lunatic in the White House, right? We also got here because of the Democratic Party and their refusal to want anything to do with anything too far left leaning. So you had, because if you remember, they went and they got Kamala to drop out. Clyburn comes and endorses Joe Biden in South Carolina, and it takes from there. Joe Biden had ran for president, I think 3 or 4 times already, and lost in embarrassing fashion over and over and over again. And the only reason that he got as much support in 2016 is because of his attachment to who? Barack Obama. If not for his attachment to Barack Obama, he would not have been the nominee. Listen, y'all have been here with me. I said last year this time, when the stupid ass Democratic Party said they were not going to have when the Democratic Party said that they were not going to have when they said they were not going to have a primary, and that since he was the incumbent, that he was, automatically going to get it. They weren't going to have a real primary. I knew it was over there. I said there was a problem there because he was too fucking old. I said it did I not? Did I not say that on this platform? Y'all hold on for a moment. Get my nose together. Hold on for a moment. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to get my nose together. Anyway, they've been wrong on this the whole time. I said it over a year ago. I said the man is too old. It's no reason he should be running for a second term. And here we are. And now you still have an opportunity to fix the situation. It's just like people are just saying, no, we're here now. We're stuck with it and we got to go. No, we're not. We are not. Now, I'm not saying by any stretch of the imagination that we can and should vote for Donald John. That's not an option. However, hey, Miss Baythang. Hey, Montel. My thing is this. He has to govern past November. People are only looking at November and saying, oh, well, we got to focus on beating Trump. And then you forgot there's 4 years. Do you know how embarrassing it's going to be 3 years from now when you have the leader of these yet to be United States of America that go and try to have meetings with foreign dignitaries? They're already talking about him now. At the they have the G7 summit coming, and then at the last I forgot which meeting he had couple like a month or two ago, where members of the G7 and the G20 were there. They were saying something then. They were all saying, hey, have y'all looked at him? He seems a little slower. He seems not as, they all said it. Because I promise you, here's what's going to happen. First of all, I don't think he has an ice cube chance in hell of winning. But let's just say the miracle happens and he wins. If he does, and he stays in office, and we watch this decline of this man, I promise you, what we're going to end up with is something far worse than what you see in Donald John. And what I mean by that is this. Donald John was never a politician. Donald John, if you notice, it wasn't him that was doing a lot of the damage. It was the Senate. It was Mitch McConnell. It was people in his orbit and around him. You're going to end up with someone worse than Donald John because they will have the same ideologies, the same politics, if not worse. And they will be someone young enough and with the political know-how enough to get everything they want done and erase what we know to be democracy. Here's what's going to happen, Harold. Before we get to August, the meeting tomorrow is going to be very telling. What comes out of that meeting tomorrow with the Democrats is going to be very telling. If you notice, Hakeem Jeffries has been very silent. He hasn't said a goddamn thing. And I'm going to tell you this. People are saying why is David Axelrod speaking out against the president and if he's on the left and he was part of Barack Obama's team, because David Axelrod is speaking on behalf of a lot of people afraid to talk. David Axelrod is a part of the team. David Axelrod is here for, the establishment Dems. And David Axelrod is speaking for a whole lot of Dems that want to say what he's saying, but don't want to put their name behind it. I'm just saying, if we have an option to put someone in there that fares a better chance at getting us a victory, and after said victory can actually govern, then I say we go with that. If I felt like Joseph Robinette was here for it and could actually do the job after, we wouldn't have a problem. Now, I guarantee you, even those people right now that are voicing their dissent, even if Joseph Robinette was wheeled out in a wheelchair and was, nonverbal, if he was up in the polls, nobody would say a word. But most of these people are only saying something because he's down in the polls and they see the writings on the wall with him losing. And I talked to y'all about this last week when I was on vacation, that he's hurting the down ballot. See, and that's the other part that people aren't thinking about. People are thinking only about People are thinking only about the presidential election, not understanding the devastating damage that he could have on some of those down ballot elections. What that could mean for the House, what that could mean for the Senate. Because I promise you, even if he pulls out the victory and it's looking like we're going to lose the Senate, and you got a president who normally helps the ticket. When Barack Obama used to go, when Bill Clinton used to go and campaign with members, people that were running for the Senate, people that were running for the House, that would galvanize the voting base. That would get people to want to go vote for them, and that would help them. People don't even want him to go with them anymore for fear that he's going to hurt them. It's already a contested Senate race right now where Dems are projected to lose the Senate. I mean, there's so much more to think about, and I just hate that people have this skewed view of what the fuck this all means. I done ranted about this for a while. Y'all know we're going to talk about this tomorrow, because by tomorrow, this time, we'll know what happened in that meeting with the Dems when they caucus tomorrow, because that's gonna be telling, very telling. Joseph Robinette, we got to move on. Good God. In another sugar spiky story, I'm gonna do this one real fast. Now I found this real funny. Here's the headline. Satanists, oh yes, you heard me right, Satanists in Florida offered to fill school counselor roles after DeSantis law. Let me read this to you. Florida Satanists are volunteering to fill school counselor roles after Governor Ron DeSantis signed a law allowing religious chaplains into public schools and amid staffing shortages. Quote, nothing in the text of the bill serves to exclude us, and no credible interpretation of the First Amendment could. Should a school district now choose to have chaplains, they should expect Satanists to participate as well. End of quote. And that's according to Lucian Greaves, co-founder and spokesperson for the Satanic Temple. And that's what he told outlets today. Back when DeSantis signed the bill in April, he described Satanism as, quote, not a religion, and said its members would not be allowed to participate in the program. But Greaves said the governor, quote, openly lied to the public, end of quote, regarding the situation. He went on to say, quote, either entirely ignorant of the most basic fundamentals of constitutional law or too incompetent to care, DeSantis fails to recognize that it is not the place of the government to confer unique rights to one religious identity while denying them to another. End of quote. So what they said is, now that you are saying that we're going to have chaplains in the school instead of counselors, well, since we have a chaplains and we have a religious entities in there, the Temple of Satan is the church. Let them have their chaplains in there. You started this, Governor death sentence. You did this, and now you don't be surprised. What do you want from me, Governor death sentence? You can't stop the people. You cannot stop them. I concur. If that's what we're doing, here we are. Here the fuck we are. In other here the fuck we are news, that gentleman who you're looking at is none other than Judge Brian Lavelle. Oh, you wanted me to tell you about who he is and what Judge Brian Lavelle is all about? An Oklahoma judge is waiting to learn his fate as he faces removal from the bench. Judge Brian Lavelle, aged 58, was suspended from his post in Garfield County Associate District after being accused of a gross pattern of misconduct, including corruption, having sex with court staff, and being involved in 2 separate shootings in Texas and Oklahoma. During a road rage incident in Texas in September of last year, Lavelle allegedly shot 6 parked cars at an intersection and tried to force a woman's car into oncoming traffic by ramming it twice. Let me read that sentence again, because these are the people y'all have on the bench in the great state of Oklahoma. During a road rage incident in Texas in September 2023, Lavelle, that would be Judge Lavelle, allegedly shot six parked cars at an intersection and tried to force a woman's car into oncoming traffic by ramming it twice. In February 2023, Judge Lavelle allegedly did a drive-by shooting at his brother-in-law's house. Let me read that again. In February of 2023, Sitting Judge Lavelle allegedly did a drive-by shooting at his brother-in-law's house. He has been indicted for both shootings, and court proceedings are ongoing on both cases. Y'all got a lot going on over here. A lot going on. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a lot going on. A series of events preceding the shootings led Oklahoma Supreme Court Chief Justice M. John Kane IV to file a petition to have Judge Lavelle removed from office. The court made it clear Judge Lavelle's, quote, alleged criminal activities, end quote, have nothing to do with Chief Justice Kane's removal request. The removal petition cites Judge Lavelle as having a history of ethics violations ranging from sexting and having sex with 2 different bailiffs while on the clock to have inappropriate content with an attorney in cases he was presiding over. Let me say that again. He's been accused of sexting, having sex with 2 different bailiffs while on the clock, meaning while in his chambers, having inappropriate contact with an attorney in cases he was presiding over, and showing favoritism. Oh, did I mention he also sealed court files with no justifications to help out a friend? Oklahoma, if you need them. I'm sure based on all of that, that would make him, a Trump appointee for the Supreme Court, I'm sure. I don't know if there was men or women or non-binary. Harold, I don't know. I don't know. I bet he wore minimal under those. I don't know. LC, but he's a clown. A clown. Hey, Tracy W. We got to move on, sir. We got a whole dossier to get to. Y'all's good. Let's get to pop culture. Y'all's girl, Nicki Minaj. Now, Nicki Minaj, y'all's girl, she is canceling one of her tour stops. She's canceling one of her tour stops due to safety concerns. Here's what she wrote on the Twitter. Quote, out of concern for the well-being of our team and myself, I have been advised by my security detail not to travel to Romania's festival tonight due to safety concerns regarding protests in the area. I look forward to seeing you all at another time. As a mom, I have to make sure I'm making sound decisions for me and for me to make it home to my son and for my team to make it home to their families. To not heed the advice of security at this time is simply not what I think I should be doing. I love you and thank you for your understanding and support. I am very excited to see my fans this Friday in London for another very special headlining show at Wireless Festival. End of quote. Um, I don't, I don't, I don't like this woman. I don't care. Now, mind you, because last time I checked, I thought your fucking security detail was about that life. Don't y'all have a lawsuit right now because your security detail bludgeoned and maimed someone? Remember that? Now you are a mom and you care about getting back to your child. Didn't you and your husband go to the court so that your husband and your child can come on tour with you? Girl, make it make sense. Girl, this Harold girl, y'all blame Harold for her. Blame Harold. Mama, y'all to say marrying a sex offender was a sound decision, child. Child, I don't have nothing for you, Nikki. Oh, Nika, I don't got nothing for you, sweetheart, dear one, doll baby, love bug. But I got look at Harold. I mean, I ain't got nothing for you, Nick. I mean, if you got to be concerned about your safety, girl, I mean, because you got a whole ass child over there to worry about. You got a whole ass sex offender to get back home to. She do, Pinky Tiki. She do. Deidre Douglas said, "Girl, bye." That's not me, Onika. That's Deidre Douglas. She said, "Girl, bye." She don't even see it for you. She don't see it for you at all, boo. I don't know what to tell you, baby. Baby, I know what to tell you. Go with God. In other go with God news, God of mercy, God of love. Here we go. Here we are with the fuck shit. We're deep into the fuck shit today, apparently. Deep, deep, deep into the fuck shit. I didn't even know how to pronounce this girl's name until Xavier told me how to pronounce her name. I didn't even know what it meant. I don't follow these people. I don't know these. That apparently is Bad Bobby. I didn't know how to pronounce it at first, but that apparently is that chick that y'all like so much. That little girl descended from the Caucasus Mountains. So there was a video that she put out with the guy right there. That's her boyfriend, beating her down, physically assaulting her. So she put the video out, then she deleted the video. And she's on record now saying that he's getting the help that he needs or something. At first, she put the video out on social media. Now the video shows was captured outside of a home in the early hours of June 30th. And allegedly this girl she was being thrown to the ground by a man she identified as named Levon. I don't know him, I don't know her, but his name is Levon or something like that. He's her baby daddy, and she just had a baby, I want to say a couple months ago. Anyway, so the video came out. People were like, "Oh my god, oh my god, I can't believe this happened to her." Um, and there was pictures also that were posted of her on Instagram showing a nearly swollen shut, bruised eye and deep scratches on her skin. She went on to directly addressed the domestic abuse allegations via her Instagram stories, revealing that she shared the footage and images so to show him, excuse me, what he does is wrong and to take accountability for his actions. She noted that she wanted him to, quote, make a real change, end of quote, and that she loves him more than, quote, more than I love myself. And it's honestly really sad, end of quote. I think that's your problem when you love somebody else more than you love yourself. That's when you run into issues. But let me keep reading. She also said in her Instagram post, quote, he's going to get the help he needs. End of quote. She said she didn't put that up there for y'all to attack him for deleting for y'all to attack him, and then she deleted the posts. Ma'am, just based on your posts, you look like you sound like you have residence in a great city called Stockholm. I don't that's just what it sounds like. It sounds like you are already ready to take up residence in Stockholm. And that's unfortunate. This man done beat you down, then swollen your eyes shut. You got a whole ass daughter, and you're talking about, oh, he gonna get the help that he need. I didn't put this up him for him to attack y'all. What? What do you, I mean? I'm not gonna go in on her like I normally would because I don't like to go in on her. She is the victim here, and this man shouldn't even put his hands on this woman. We gonna look past the fact that you was begging people to catch you outside, and then when you do get caught outside, you get beat to the ground. We're not gonna focus on that, okay? We are not gonna focus on the fact that you were begging, kicking, and screaming for us to meet you and catch you outside. And when you get caught outside, these things happen. Can we elephant in the room? Can we discuss these people from these women from the Caucasus Mountains that oftentimes, I'm not gonna say it every time, but oftentimes get with these black men because a lot of these black men see these women descended from the Caucasus Mountains as being submissive, as being someone that they can do this to and nothing's going to happen. And so you end up in these situations where these women end up getting abused, they end up getting beat down. They have these men, and I'm not saying all, but in a lot of cases, they end up they've when they got with these men and the relationship started, many of these men got with them because they felt like you was going to be quiet, you were going to be submissive, I ain't have to worry about your mouth, I can get you over here. You basically become a sex toy for them, and you become something that they can put on their arm. You know, women buy Birkin bags, men have white women on their arms, same thing. And so what happens is they expect that submissive attitude to go on forever, and then when you decide to buck up and try to say something to them, they're ready to beat you down and dare you to say anything about it. And then you fall into this whole cycle of abuse when you do muster up, because in order for her to have mustered up enough courage to put this out there, this had to have been going on for some time, for a long time. And so she musters up enough courage to put this out there and then immediately tries to jump to his defense and protect him instead of protecting herself, and says, I love him more than I love myself. And there's the problem. I'm just saying. It ain't so cute to be with that same black man that you was coveting all that well when you start to get your ass whooped. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. Whole nother story for a whole nother day. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We could really break this down, but y'all see, I mean, the woman is a gutter snipe. Let's be clear, but her being a gutter snipe right up out the hood does not mean that she need to be getting her ass beat by you, young man. She being somebody begging people to catch her outside does not mean that you need to put your hands on her. I'm just saying. We got to move on. Ma'am, I hope you get the help that you need. You talk about he going to get the help he needs. Ma'am, you need to get the help that you need. Good God. In more cases where y'all get with these people, and I just have to question what y'all got going on when y'all get with these people. Y'all get with these people, and they were trash when you got with them, and then you're surprised when they're trash in the when you're with them. They were trash before you got with them, and they go ahead and prove that trash that they are when you're with them. Like, I just don't be understanding. So that is Hitmaker and an artist named Tink. Let me read this for you. Hitmaker is clearing the air regarding his current relationship status with music artist Tink. During a recent sit down on the Morning Hustle show, record producer Hitmaker addressed the romance between him and his music collaborator Tink. The former rapper also spoke on whether or not he is single since parting ways with the 29-year-old singer. When media personality Laurel asked Hitmaker if he had a girlfriend, he firmly responded no. While she appeared to look unconvinced, Hitmaker claimed that he was never in a relationship with Tink, despite the public perception. He continued and said, quote, I don't believe that one man, a successful man, should be with one woman. End of quote. Hitmaker then shared that he informs his partners of his dating beliefs, clarifying where he stands with Tink. At the moment, he said, quote, I mean, in reality, we do work together. We do business together. So we have ups and downs. It's a crazy relationship. But the reality of it is that we haven't like been intimate or been in the type of vibe for damn near a year now. End of quote. Speaking on the incident, well, the article goes on to say, as you may already know, the entertainers began dating back in 2021 after working on Tink's Heat of the Moment album. While both appeared to keep their relationship mostly under wraps, the R&B songstress made their romance public after uploading a photo of the two to her Instagram. In 2023, the pair made headlines for a physical dispute. Speaking on the incident, Tink claimed at the time, quote, if you happen to see a video of me going up in Cancun treating Hitmaker, please understand that it was very justified. Treating? I don't know if that's the right word. It was very justified, and I honestly had to do what I had to do because I'm not one to be playing with. End of quote. Where did these people learn the English language? Listen. The man said, and I quote, I don't believe that one man, a successful man, should be with one woman. End of quote. He said he told you up front what it was. I don't know why you don't look surprised. The man said, he told you what it was. He said he told all his people what it was. Oh, that's Young Berg. Oh, because I'm like, who is Hitmaker? I was like, I don't know. And I was like, I know he looked familiar. So that's Young Berg changed his name to Hitmaker. Well, Young Berg always been trash. He been trash for a long time. The man told you what it was from the beginning. You decided to continue to want to be with him, get with him. I will never understand why these people are open and honest about their fuck shit, fuckery, and fucktitude. Hey, Nessa. Hey. And then when they act on their fuckery, fuck shit, and fucktitude, y'all act like, oh my God, this is a big surprise. The man said he don't believe that one man, a successful man, should have to be with one woman. That's what the man said. Now, y'all notice it's two different hands on his goddamn shoulders. It's the hands on, it's her hands on one of his shoulders, and then it's another woman's hand on another shoulder. Just a mess. Hey, Demetria, what's going on, boo? Just a mess. Child. Just a goddamn mess. Girl, you going through, so allegedly they had a whole physical altercation. Girl, you going through all this, and girl, for him, I don't think you should be going through all of this for nobody, but damn sure not him. But this what y'all be, child. This what y'all be going through. This what y'all be, child. I gotta move on. Sir, man, go with God. I have no time. In one of our feature stories of the day, that there is Lil Durk. Hey, Lemon Kush Pepper. Where's it? Somebody go find Xavier and ask him why he's skipping my class. So, let's break down this Lil Durk situation. Now, the incident is captured on video. I've seen the video, okay? And this is an incident in which a boy reported to be his 10-year-old stepson appears to shoot him. Lil Durk, that is. Now, the video shows a domestic altercation. The mom, the little 10-year-old boy, and Lil Durk is out in front of the house. And the altercation ensues. Now, Lil Durk, there are pictures and images of him in the hospital. Looked like he had to have surgery and stuff like that. They show him in the hospital with stitches and all kinds of stuff. I've seen the pictures. They're quite graphic. Now, Lil Durk then, after the video surfaces, comes out and says, quote, "As y'all can see, I was not the aggressor, and y'all also can see how I still had my gun on my hip. He grabbed my gun off my hip, following his mom's lead, and tried to shoot me, and then actually shot me. I advise y'all to see it before they take it down." End of quote. He didn't post the video. Someone else posted the video. Listen. Now, they even put the little boy's name out there, which is very surprising for me. This happened in the greater Indianapolis area. So Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department is on top of this. They put the little 10-year-old boy's name out there. Now, I'm not going to do that, but I find it curious that y'all so immediately put this out there. That's not Lil Durk right there. That is Lil Durk. Now, I know Lil Durk eyeballs from anywhere. Lil Durk got some nice eyes. Anyway, so they put this little boy's name out there, which is not usual. Normally, if it's a minor, and he's only 10 years old, they will keep the minor's name out of it. But they already put the little boy's name out there, which is unfortunate. Now, Lil Durk is now. I watched the video. It's very hard for me. The video was real grainy, real hard to make out. So I didn't know who was who. I didn't know. I didn't know who was who and what was what. So I couldn't definitively say who grabbed what because it was so hard to figure out who was who. But he's saying that Luffy, you're saying that that's his real son. Every outlet that I've seen, Luffy says hey Jay Parrish, every outlet that I've seen says that's the stepson. So unless you have conclusive evidence, Luffy, I can't say that, but everything I've seen says that is the son. And mind you, the son's name, the 10-year-old boy's name he's a junior. He's blank blank junior, and his name is not Lil Durk's name. So I'm just saying. So the name that the little boy have, he's a junior. His name is not Lil Durk. Yeah. Because Lil Durk's actual first name is Dirk. That's his actual first name. And the little boy name that they already put out there, his name is not Dirk. Lil Durk's name is Dirk Banks. That ain't the little boy's name. And he's a junior. So I try to be accurate. I try to be accurate. Actually, Joshua Pippen is the one who released the footage. Oh, the stepdad got shot, not Lil Durk. So Lil Durk. So wait a minute. So wait, I'm gonna show y'all these pictures. Wait a minute, because we need to know where these pictures come from. I might not can't put it up. YouTube might get mad. Hold on. Because I could be wrong, you know. I want to show them, but they're a little too graphic. So y'all saying that it's Dirk's son? But here's my question. If that's the one who they say did the shooting, the 10-year-olds, is not named after Lil Durk, and he's an actual junior. So let's make that make sense. Let's start there. So it's Lil Durk's stepson. Lil Durk's stepson grabs the gun. Lil Durk's stepson and some man is having a physical altercation. Lil Durk's stepson grabbed the gun, shoot the Joshua Pippen guy, but the mom, Joshua Pippins is the stepdad. But wait. I'm so confused now. This is so confused. If Joshua Pippen is the stepdad, then that means that this lady is with this Joshua Pippin's person. And if this boy is Lil Durk's son, why wouldn't he be named, and he's a junior, why wouldn't he be named after Lil Durk? But if that's Lil Durk's stepson, then he can't very well be Joshua Pippin's stepson. This is so confusing. So the mom named, because how is this Lil Durk's stepson though? If Lil Durk and the lady not together, how is this? Even if they were together, Lil Durk would have to be married to her for this to be Lil Durk's stepson. So y'all are saying this is Lil Durk's son. He just happens to be a junior and not named after Lil Durk. So Lil Durk, let me make sure I clear this up. Y'all are helping me. Lil Durk got a son with a chick, okay? Lil Durk and chick got a son, okay? Son name is, I'ma just call him Walter Scott Jr. Lil Durk's name is Dirk Banks. Mama has son with Lil Burks and it's Lil Durk, and instead of naming him Dirk Banks Jr., she names him Scott, Walter Scott Jr. And Lil Durk said, that must not be my son. Fuck this shit. They ain't together no more. And come to find out that is Lil Durk's son. And then mom stops being with Lil Durk and goes to be with Joshua Pippen, who then becomes the stepdad. And so Lil Durk's son, who's not named after him, in this altercation, grabs the gun, shoots the stepdad, and now we're here. I'm just trying to make sure I understand. So y'all are confirming Joshua Pippen is the stepdad. The mom, okay, so I got the story right. The mom named the son after some dude, thinking that dude was her baby daddy, when in all actuality, Lil Durk was the baby daddy. But it was too late because she already named the son blank blank Jr. And so Lil Durk didn't want to claim him. And that's where we are. I just want, because there's so many layers to this. Well, thank you, Luffy and Mamiana and Pinky Tiki and all y'all that's helping me out, because I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Because the way I read the story, it felt like Lil Durk got shot. So Lil Durk is not shot. Oh. Durk had nothing to do with this. It just happened to be his son, who's not named after him. Oh. Well, that's interesting. If you stop dipping your spoon into every sugar bowl across the fruited plains, you wouldn't have this issue. I mean, I guess the little boy was protecting his mama. I mean, these things happen. You start trying to beat on the boy mama, what you think gonna happen? You can't just listen. You can't be beating on people mama and think they're not gonna fuck you up. Xavier, where the fuck you been at, Xavier? Rolling up in my class a whole hour and a half late. Xavier, Oh, so spiritual gangster Miss Tanya said that young man Joshua Pippen is trying to clout chase off a Lil Durk name. I don't know how much you clout chase this, sir. You in the whole ass hospital, laid up. You almost lost your life. Xavier. Child. Xavier, you need to stop being late to my class. Lil Durk, since nothing's wrong with you, go with God. We ain't got nothing for you. Child, I was trying to get that story together. Child, it was so many layers. Because I was still trying to figure out, how is this person Lil Durk's son, but he's a junior and doesn't have Lil Durk's name? I ain't understand. But y'all, we figured it out, though. We figured it out. We got it together. You just got off work. Okay. Okay, Xavier. Anyway, Azealia Banks, it came out last week that she was getting evicted, okay? She was getting evicted from her house in my great city of Miami. Nessa, what part of if you still in the chat, Nessa, what part of Miami Azealia lived in? Anyway, let me read this to you because there's an update on her eviction. Azealia Banks is fighting back against her landlord's attempt to evict her from her Miami home. Over the weekend, news broke that the 212 artist is being evicted after she allegedly failed to pay a significant amount of past due rent. However, in a countersuit obtained by sources, Azealia Banks claimed she, quote, complied with all controlling terms of the parties' lease agreement, including the timely payment of rent, end of quote. She also accused the landlord of not performing maintenance tasks on time, threatening her, and intentionally interfering with her privacy. One example mentioned claims that the landlord subjected her to unnecessary inspections at inconvenient times, sometimes contacting her before 7:30 in the morning. They also allegedly allowed a third party to, quote, enter the property without just cause of proper notice, end of quote. The individual reportedly went through Banks's belongings, quote, under the guise of an inspection and to enter an area of the property entirely unrelated to the inspection in order to videotape her undergarments, including her lingerie, end of quote. In addition to the countersuit, the accused she accused the landlord of, quote, physical intimidation and abusive, profane, and threatening language, end of quote. Azealia Banks went and talked to her lawyers and said, oh no, boo, we're here for this. We're here for all parts of it. Oh, she's staying Wynwood? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, she in Palmetto Bay? Oh, she in Palmetto Bay. Okay. I know exactly where that is. I thought that was your girl, Azealia Banks. Xavier, is that her or SZA? One of these chicks I don't know nothing about. I know that's your girl, Xavier. Don't try and detach yourself from these women out. You be liking all of these chicks, okay? Don't try and act brand new. The woman says she paid all her rent, and you just be having people in her apartment like that. What you got going on? Why is these people coming in here? I don't pay my rent. Why is if they inspecting the kitchen, girl? Why is you in my bedroom taping shit? Now she got a point. Now if she has evidence of all of this, I ain't mad at her. Deidre Douglas said, when I see her, all I can think about is her showing us where she sacrificed her cat in the closet. Well, that came from Deidre Douglas. I don't know nothing about that, Azealia. I don't know nothing about it. Now, it's a lot of Santeria that goes on in Miami. It's a whole lot of places you could do and get some Santeria done in the great city of Miami. It's a lot of Cubans down there that do a whole lot of Santeria. So if you need some cats to sacrifice, it's a whole lot of places you could go. Listen. The landlord, if you got people going in this woman's house and places they shouldn't be going, she has a right to say, nah. And if she has evidence, I could see Azealia winning this case. However, even if you do win this case, Azealia, I still think you need to find somewhere else to stay. I mean, you ain't got no money like that. You can't buy you a little something. I mean, you may need to move out of Miami. Miami is pretty expensive. You may be trying to live the life of Riley, and you just ain't got it like that, baby. You ain't got that many album sales to be living in Miami like that. That's why you renting, girl, because you're trying to be around the people, and you need to go get you a house. Go up to like Port St. Lucie and drive down to Miami every now and again. But Miami is just too expensive for you, baby. You can't afford it, ma'am. No, I'm sorry. Go with we'll monitor the situation. Go with God. Xavier's best friend is in the news because she's not as popular as she would like to think. You know, Raw Dog Queen, Sexy Red, since you call yourself the Raw Dog Queen, mama, sweetheart. The people just don't see it for you like that. We just don't like we just don't like to talk about STDs, STIs, and venereal diseases. You didn't think it was going to be some pushback on that? I mean, people don't want to be around here rocking gonorrhea green lip gloss and shit. Well, apparently, she's having to deny rumors about her upcoming tour being canceled due to low ticket sales. Sources are saying that there were noting earlier today and yesterday that her tour was on the verge of being canceled because only 37 percent of the tickets were sold. She there responded to it and said, quote, my fans are buying tickets. We're doing just fine. We're not canceling no tour. This canceling shit all cap. End of quote. Ma'am, I think you just need to go on tour with somebody. I don't think you need to have a concert by yourself. Go on tour with somebody. Your first tour or two, go on tour with somebody, get your fan base up. And then after that, I'm sure Xavier and his generation, they see it for you. They like all that gonorrhea, STD, STI talk and shit like that. They like their booty holes brown and pussy pink shit and all that. They like that shit. Just I don't know. Hey, Chloe, what's going on? Girl, let the little kids but you don't need to be doing no tours by yourself. I'm just saying. Those of us real adults, we don't see it for you, girl. Ravine want to know why you look different every time she see you. That's what Ravine want to know. Jason says that you're fucking trash. That wasn't me, Azealia. That's Jason. He said you're trash. Cajun said he thinks you need to go away. I'm just saying. Right, Nessa. I keep trying to tell people an efficiency. To get an efficiency in Miami is like $2,000. I'm just saying. Kaya notwithstanding, Trina had hits back in her day. Trina was doing her big thing. Azealia, not Azealia, whatever this chick name, Sexy Red is not on the level of a Trina. Let's just be clear. Now, Kaya is a different story. Cha. She reminds me of a dirty Marseille Martin child. Don't do that to that young black queen like that. Don't do that. Azealia, we'll have nothing for you. Ma'am, go with God. Y'all, somebody put it, let me know what time really be going live so I can make sure I put y'all over there. So I didn't know this man before today. But this apparently is a very famous streamer on Twitch. His name is Sketch. So the people are saying that they said that they found his alleged gay OnlyFans content. They got the side by sides of different, facial features that proves that it's him, and he, is a former gay OnlyFans porn actor or whatnot. You could go on Twitter and look it up, but they got he got this little mole right here on this, and they got circles and shit where they prove, these the same glasses, these the same. I don't know. Even if he was, I wouldn't be able to verify because I don't watch porn with people descending from the Caucasus Mountains like that. Certainly not looking like him. So, girl, I wouldn't know. Where's Xavier? He's our porn expert around here. Xavier, did you see this? Can you verify this? She going live? Okay. We almost done anyway. But thank you, Tracy. Baby, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But they said, but he's a very popular streamer on Twitch, and the people was dragging him on Twitter saying that he got some OnlyFans content. Now, I don't know if it's true or not. He hasn't come out and said anything, but yes. I don't know who that. Listen, the young man's name is Sketch, okay? Now, I don't know his real name. Hold on, let me see if I can find his real. I don't know what the man's real name is. I don't know. You don't say in the article. I don't feel like looking it up. But apparently he's very famous on Twitch and other, and the people he was trending on he's a really big person on Twitch, and it was trending this morning. So much so that this fucktard decided that he was going to get a word in on it. You say Twitch streamers are making bank on OnlyFans? Oh wow. I've never seen his freak nasty until today. I don't follow Twitch. Oh wow. You're supposed to know these things, Xavier. I expect you to have all information on these things like this. But yeah, fucktard, you know, Antonio Brown decided that he would, you know, get into the fray, and this is what he put up today. Yeah. Yeah. Your oldest son said he was taking back shot. Oh, child. Not him taking back shots, Deidre Douglas. Have you seen these videos of these back shots he was taking? Child, so apparently that's like something he does where he puts his finger up or something like that. And so now the people saying, baby, what you been sticking that finger up into? Because I've seen a lot of people putting that picture with his finger up. Apparently that's something he does all the time. And people say, you've been putting that finger up for a lot of years now. Baby, I don't know. I don't know. I have nothing. Listen, I'm Whitney Houston. I have nothing. Anyway, that's all we have for today. Listen, I'm glad to be back, y'all. We're back in the saddle, back like we never left. And I'm glad to be here and bring it to y'all. Shout out to the people who got memberships gifted to them by Cross Country Cruiser. Shout out to Cross Country Cruiser for gifting those memberships. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button and stuff like that so more people can come in here and have as much fun as we do. The more you hit the like button, the more people will come around and see what good of a time we having. And the more, you know, we'll get more people around these parts. And, you know, I feel like the things that we do around here, people need to see and they need to be aware of. So we need to get the people around here to see what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? So, wait. Trying to get this thing set up to send y'all over to Really Be. Okay. Anyway, now I'm sure Really B's going to talk about Kenya more. I don't care that whore got fired. Fuck that whore. I ain't never like her anyway. That's y'all girl, not mine. Miss Baythang gifted one membership. Let me see who got that membership. Thank y'all so much for gifting these memberships. That means a lot. That really does mean a lot because see who Miss Baythang gifted a membership to. Deidre Douglas, you got gifted a membership by Miss Baythang. Anybody who got gifted a membership today and would like access to the members only chat, let me know because you know the members only chat is where it's at. Cajun, I'm gonna be in the bushes. You know, I'll be in the bushes at Really Be House. So I don't really you don't really see me out in the bushes. Every now and again I'll come out the bushes, but mainly I'll be in the bushes sniping people. So yeah. Anyway, as I always say, y'all put some shondos in the chat before we get out of here. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. Thank y'all so much for coming back with me today. We're here for y'all see as we get closer to November, especially closer to August. Hey Shay, thank you for popping out the bushes. Definitely we're gonna be doing more politics because that's the stuff that we got to break down. This politics stuff is very important. So we're definitely gonna be breaking that down. I'm about to send y'all over there to Really Be so y'all can have a good time over there with her. That's all I got for y'all until next time. Until tomorrow. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. Blame Really Be for Teacher Project 2.0, not me, because I wanted to do one while we were in Turks and Caicos.